Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Corgi restorations. I've been well, I just had these here through from Australia. That little I don't know if you can see that, whether it's going to focus. Little Batman or little Robins, and they're the Australian ones. They're really good. I've been painting they up, and what a job that is. There's the old Batman. I've done one of them, but I didn't have any matte black paint, so I've got to get a tin. It doesn't seem to look right with the gloss. It looks a bit too shiny, so I might have to go over that with some matte if I can get focus again. But they are very good, well detailed little you know, for the old Batmobiles and all that. And they come all the way from Australia, from a chap called Delfino Marino. ReproHobbyParts.com if you want to go there. Anyway, let's get on with this week's restoration. This week, as you must have already seen by the title, is a Dinky Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith, I think it is, yeah, number 150. And this one was sent in by Jeff Ford as well. Another Jeff Ford restoration here. Before we get on with it, let's like I always do, I'm going to cut this yap down a bit this week, because last week I went on a bit, didn't I? I did get carried away a bit last week. I'm getting carried away now, but that's me. Quick mention: Robert Sterling, Peter Lied, I think. I'm not sure. David W, Barry Shaxson, Ian Wigmore, Ryan Butler, Metal Guru 01, Paul Robinson from Neighbours. Yeah, only joking. Timo's Dinky Detailing, Shuey 08, Ian Howell, Stephen Parsons, David Luby, Kenny Bacchus, I think, or is it Bacchus? Bacchus, that's the thing. And finally, Tommy Tippy. Thank you everyone, all you lot, for leaving nice comments and that on the old restoration videos. One of my subscribers, Stephen Parsons, he emailed me about another YouTuber, and this bloke's called Christopher Pitcher in America, and he mentioned my name on his video or something. He's on about I don't know, he's saying I must be like some mad scientist because I use caustic soda, and because he wasn't sure what it was. So Christopher Pitcher, if you're listening, I did email you back. Or not email you, but I did leave a little comment on your video. Caustic soda, you've got to be very careful with it. You're supposed to wear gloves, glasses. I don't, but if you're using it for the first time, till you get a bit used to it, make sure you got, well, don't get it on your hands, because it's like an acid. Once the hot water mixes with it, it's horrible on your fingers. You can feel it. It makes all your fingers feel all like smooth and all, and you're always going like that, and it's horrible. Don't get it on your fingers or whatever you do, or in your eyes. It's not very nice stuff. So if you use it, be very careful. Put the boiling hot water in the actual on the car in the thing first, and then just sprinkle a bit in gradually. Don't go chucking a load in, because it'll just erupt. It does go mad once you put it in the hot water. It's like a volcano. So Christopher, if you're going to use it, it's quick. It is quick. I mean, 99% of the time it does clear the paint off within, well, less than 2 minutes. It's gone. It's, you do get the odd ones that are a bit difficult, and but most of the time it does clear it right away. It's ever so quick for stripping cars or anything like that, any die cast. So like I say, be careful with it. Anyway, Keith Davies, I've got your mini markers you sent me. Thanks very much. All I need to get, I have got another one here, so I ain't got to worry about the wheels. It's a Golden Jacks model, so all I've got to get is some headlights. As you can see, I looked at the other one, what I got for a donor. I can use the screen. You've got a slight crack in your screen, but I'm going to make one out of both of them. So I've actually put two more wheels on yours now. So this would be a future video. Thanks to Keith Davis for sending this one in. I'll probably get some proper decals for it as well, but I thought I'd show you that, just say thanks very much again for sending that one in. Right, let's get on, because I don't want to linger this yap out too long. HXJ 1971. That's a lovely finish in the end, Bob. I've seen one of these sell on eBay for 120 quid. It had been painted over in Kodak livery. This is the minivan I've done last week, and the seller described it as a rare, as rare. But on closer inspection of the photographs, you could see the original blue paint bleeding through. Very naughty. Yeah, you got to watch what you buy, folks. I mean, some of these sellers, I did mention back along, there is a certain seller on there that do some red wheel Batmobiles, and all they are really are just ordinary whiz wheel Batmobiles. They haven't got the proper writing on the bottom. It says, you can always tell because the actual base plate is very different from the you know, from the ordinary whiz wheeler. It's got the old type plate on it, like the 66 model got, with Batmobile wrote across the bottom in capital letters. But if you send a message to this certain person asking them for a photo of the base plate, they won't send you the picture, because they know they're selling a fake. But if they're as rare as that, they're meant to be a model, the red wheeler. But they can't be that rare, because I see one nearly every week on it by the same seller, so you can tell what he's up to, because you can buy these sets of red wheels and just put on them and make one up. And that's what this guy does, or woman, or whatever. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to get in trouble, but you got to watch what you're buying, watch what you're doing on eBay, because if you don't know much about it, what you're buying, you could get screwed. Anyway, let's get on. Ralph Coolin. Well, Bob, that had more colours than Joseph's Technicolor green dream coat. Lots of laughs. Yeah, I couldn't make my mind up what colour to bloody do it, could I? I've also had problems in spraying lacquer on paint and it peeling, but these things are sent to try us and it looks amazing. Keep up the good work, Bob here, and the missus. Stay safe. Looking forward to seeing your next video, Ralph. Thanks, Ralph. Yeah, you got to watch it when you if you put acrylics on top of enamel, don't, because it go like, well, it just flakes up. I've left stuff like for a couple of days and it's still flaked up. You've got to be very careful with it. You've got to leave it for a good week, I think, before it hardens up, and then you might be able to do it. You can get away with it sometimes, but very rarely. Curtis Armstrong. Great job, Bob. Love the Mini. Colour looks more like John Deere colours instead of matte. But I love the KOG. They stand out better. Yeah, the other decals did stand out better. I had to cut them down a bit with the old scissors because they was for someone else. I just thought, well, got to put something on there. So I wanted to cover up the Massey Ferguson ones that kept poking through. I couldn't get them off, but it worked out in the end. I hope you're alright with lockdown. Well, we'll never be out of that, I don't think. They still want to control us, don't they? I've heard, with all these vaccines and all that now, I've heard we still got to wear masks. And what's the point of that? Ridiculous. If you've had the vaccine, then what's the point of having to wear masks and that? You know, I mean, it's stupid, isn't it? That's the whole point of it, surely. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about that crap again. Fed up with hearing about this shit. Sorry for the language, but it really does get my goat. You and Mrs. stay safe. Fed up with hearing that, really. Stay safe all the time. That's a new saying, isn't it? 2021 saying. Stay safe, everyone. Look forward to seeing your next video. Ralph. Thank you very much, Ralph. I've already said you, Ralph. I might not you, Ralph. Curtis, sorry. Not Ralph. I'm getting mixed up now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the KOG. They stand out. See, this is what happens. Curtis Armstrong, he said, oh, you're out of lockdown. That's right. We have another 3 weeks to go here. Can't wait to get my shot. Take care, mate. There's nothing interesting in getting your shot. I had to have it because of my bloody missus, because I can't sort of take a chance with her because she ain't got no spleen. See, any disease, anything can get through to her. So I've got to be very careful with her. Keith Davies. Oh, it's the chap who sent the old what do you call it? Mini Marcus. Turned out nice in the end, Bob, even though it was biting biting at back at you at every opportunity. Yeah, it was. Good trick on reprofiling the rear door from left to right, or right to left. Yeah, right to left on it. Yeah, them doors, you can do that. I mean, they're only thin. I mean, the heat of your hand, you can gradually put the little bend in yourself. And you only got to cut the bars, well, if you're doing what I've done. But I mean, if you've got a police mini, and you got two sort of right doors looking at it from the back, just file off the little handle and then just bend it the other way and it'll fit. So you can get away with it if you haven't got one. Art gum, nice job as usual, Bob. Glad you swapped the yellow Massey Harris decals because they were hard to see against the green van. They were very crappy. They weren't very good decals, I must admit. Rocker Tansky, that's a funny name. Hi Bob. Massey Harris was the name before Massey Ferguson. Nice job as usual. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I've always thought it was Massey Ferguson. Oh well, there you go. I wonder why it said Massey Harris on the decals actually. So now I know. Thank you very much, Rocker Tansky. Austin Greenow. Hi Bob, you have turned an ugly duckling into a beautiful little model car. Love the colour. You have done your magic again. Thank you very much there, Austin. Gaza P. Many years ago, I dated a girl who had a minivan. Oh yeah, where's this going? White one as I remember. Nice job, Bob. Really need to get my mojo back in doing some restoring. Trouble is, classic car shows are starting up again, and that means I need to sort out my car. Yeah, I like going to these classic cars. There's one down Painting they used to have, and they had Knight Rider down there and all that, and the Batmobile turned up. But they are bloody good shows. They had the same car there and everything like that. They had all the old police cars, you know, the panda cars and stuff. But it is a good like little walk around when you walk in these places and look around at these cars. Some of them are really, you know, mint. But, you know, I haven't been able to do it, have we, lately, because of all this crap going on. But hopefully now we might see a few car shows down Painting again, because I wouldn't mind going back down there and taking the missus down there. Matt Tweaks. Hey Bob, I watched your other 267 videos, Batmobiles, but can't find an answer to this question. What is the steps you take to repair the plastic seat suspension part? I've got a few seats broken or just looking like they'll break soon. Not sure how to strengthen or secure them. Well, Matt, I don't know if I've got one here, but no, I haven't got one handy. But if you look at the whiz wheel seat, the seating unit, it's got like a triangle on the back, which is, you can actually cut the V out of that to make it in. If you've got an old 66 one with a knackered suspension, you can cut the V, make that triangle into like a V, so you've got room for the actual pulsating flame to itch onto your, you know, the axle part that sits on it. It's easier if I had one in my hand to show you actually, but if you do that, that'll fix that part of it. And the front part, if you haven't got no suspension on the front, there's in the base plate, you can drill a couple of little tiny holes, use a bit of piano wire and just push that through and use that as a suspension, and through the little holes in the actual chassis of the base plate, and then you can put that through like that and put your front wheels and wire it. They call it wiring it, but that can be done. I'll have to, next time on the next Yap, I should get all this and I'll come back to you on that, because I ain't got nothing handy here at the moment to show you. I got nothing here that I can show you with. But anyway, I should show you on the next Yap what I mean, and show you how it's cut out, where it cuts out, and where I've sort of drilled the, you know, for the old suspension. But that'll be a little how-to in the next Yap. But this Yap has gone on long enough, and I'm going to get complaints in a minute if I keep on too long. So hope you're all coping all right out there. We're nearly on 3,000 subs, by the way, and not far off it now. Only another, I think, 80 something to go until we get to 3,000. So hopefully that'll happen this summer with a bit of luck. And the only way is up from there, isn't it? So until next time, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll get on with that now, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. So look after yourself, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. Cheers. Bye bye. Okay, so what I've got here, this is the state it's in. Now, these pieces, I've drilled the rivets out, so I'm going to drill them down through. The tyres aren't too bad actually on this one, so all you got on this one is 3 rivets. You got to drill they out, and what I use for that is I think it's hang on a minute. I think it was a 4mm, but I could have used a 5 or a 6. But I managed to do it with that one, and that sort of got the right over the, got the top of the rivet off. And then all you do then, you just lift the back off like that, and it just slots off like that. It only folds over the front there, and that comes off, so that can be all cleaned up. And I'm going to respray this one gloss black, this bottom, because it is a bit. Usually I polishes these up, but this one, as you can see, it's got a bit of rust on it, so I'm going to give it a good seeing to with that one. Now the glass on this one is riveted in. So what I'm going to have to do, I've got over there, I'll show you in a minute, I've got like a grinding stone I'm going to use on that to try and grind down as much as I can, because there is a split there, as you can see, in the glass, but it's in the actual, it's not on the bit you can see. The rest of the bit of the glass is all nice and clean. So I mean, after a dip in the old pledge, that should all come up a nice unit. This piece here, the grill on the front, there was like a rivet on there on the front. It had, I've already took it off. It had that piece there, and it was over the top. If I put it on there a minute, I'll show you what I mean. If I can get me stupid bloody fingers there, and it was something like that. All it was acting as is like a big washer, that, see? And there was a rivet on the top of that piece, and I ground that off with a stone, knocked that washer off. Don't want to come off now. If I get me tweezers, I'll show you what I mean. This washer, I'll turn it up the other way, you can see it easier. This washer goes over this. It was over that, like that, and there was a rivet right on the end of there, and I ground that down so you could take that washer off like that, and then that piece, that front piece, just pulls out like that, and there you can see the end of the actual, if I show you closely, you can see the end of the actual rivet, that where it's been cut off on the top. But that's how that works. And then the back one, well, it just lifts off like that. But I have got a new grill, so that slots in like that, the new one. And all you got to do is get this washer when you put it all back together, and then all you do is put that over there like that, and you put a rivet through there, and that holds it all back on again. So we'll have to keep that washer. But as you see, the new one fits very nicely actually. It's a very good fit with that. The back one was a bit of a pain, because this hole here didn't line up properly with this one here. But I have managed to do it. I've been filing it a bit, and now it clips on there alright. As you can see, it clips on alright, and it fits pretty nicely. And I also had to bend that out slightly, because that was too far over, but I had to be very careful. I didn't want that to snap. So anyway, that there is all fitting nice now. So that's all sorted. All our new bits are fitting nice, so we can just, what I might do is keep these for reference, for if I buy any new bits again, and I can go by the old ones, because I often do that. Go by the old ones to see with reference where the holes are, make sure they all line up all perfectly, like. Because I know it's keeping junk all the time, but I'm a bit of a hoarder anyway, so who cares? Right, I've got to drill these holes out, and what I'm going to do now here with this, I'm going to use, I think this is a 1.7 drill, So I'm going to go through these here a minute with the 1.7 just to start off. And again, dead right. If I can keep it straight. Anyway, with this one you don't have to worry about going too far because there's plenty of room, that, as you can see on that, and there's plenty of room on these. It goes down pretty far, so you don't have to worry about going through anything. I'm going to show you how to get that piece out, and then I'll finish off this off camera, these other bits, because I'm going to have to change that drill bit to a 2mm in a minute once I've gone down as far as I need. So with the glass, get the glass out, we need I'm using me make-believe Dremel this time. I've still got my other one, he's on charge at the moment. All you got to do is I'm going to use this part of the actual, I could do my nails on that, can I? We're going to use the first bit and we're going to just lightly drill off the top of this, or grind it off. Because we don't want to damage the glass, just got to be very careful with this. It will kick a bit when you first touch it. Till it actually takes a hold of it, it will kick back a bit. But keep at it. Gradually getting there. You can see it's almost down there now. Don't worry if you get a bit of the actual the glass in there, because we're going to stick it back with the actual silicone. So as long as you got all of this part, it doesn't matter if there's a dirty grey hole there. Right, we'll see what that's like. I mean, this here is this plastic there, that was. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get through a bit of the plastic there, it ain't going to matter. Because, like I said, as long as you got all that part, all this part is the main part. I mean, as long as you got like something you can put a bit of silicone on to stick it back in, as long as you don't go through the roof, you're safe. I'm going to hope this is going to pop out now. These can be stubborn, folks. You be very patient with them, because sometimes they just don't want to come out. I might have to dig it away a bit there, you know. You just got to keep at it. Just push down on around the rivet, where the rivet goes. Because like I said, it doesn't matter if it makes a bigger hole than what you need to. Because the glass will only slot in where it's meant to anyway, when you put it back. And it's going to be stuck in. We're not using a rivet to put it back in. It's going to be siliconed in. Just try and work the screwdriver and sort of work around them edges like that of what's left of the rivet where it's been stamped in there, and eventually it will come out because it won't have anything to hold on to. I think it needs a touch more grinding, folks. This could be the longest part of the video. I'm actually grinding the plastic now. I'm actually grinding the plastic away now, folks. Just try and get it to let go. Like I said, I'm not worried if the hole's bigger. I just want it to let go of that rivet because it will be stuck back in. Should be able to get through that piece of glass now. This piece is a stubborn little bugger, folks. He don't want to let go, does he? But he ain't going to beat me. I can hear some crunching now, so I think something's going to happen pretty soon. Yeah, we've got a bit. We have got a bit of movement now, folks. So it ain't going to be long. Gotta watch I don't scratch that bloody glass. There's just a few little bits holding on to it now. I'm trying. Come on, baby. I think that might be it. On the magnetic floor it goes. At least it's out. Right, let's see where it is. Oh, bloody hell, it's always going on this bloody floor. There she is. Like I said, this doesn't matter here because you ain't going to see that. All we need to be alright is all this part. All around here, all that's fine. It's all nice and clean around there. Well, not clean, but it's got to be clean. So we're not really bothered about this part. As long as, you know, you can get it back in there. But actually, lazy way of doing it. There. That'll do it. So that means now when we put it back in there, it just drops in like that, and that's what we want. I'm going to get these drilled out properly, and then we'll go on and strip it. Right, we've got the old kettle boiled, so foot-long hot dog jar on loan from Rob's Matchbox Garage. Not really. Then we go with the old caustic. Shouldn't take a lot to get this paint off. I think most of it's falling off anyway. So we just let that go, and then after that it's going to be the wire brush treatment, and we should be well away to a nice shiny new casting. So give that a bit of a swish and let that go. Right, as you can see, It's all nicely cleaned up now. I've actually cleaned the base plate up and I've masked the wheels up and sprayed that black. So that's just got to be glossed now. I'm going to spray this in a minute and I'm going to bring it back because this is a two-tone. So I've got to mask off this roof. And I'm doing the roof like a creamy colour, and the bonnet. All that's going to be sprayed, all that down through there. And it's going to be like I'm going to have it like a silver and a cream. Hopefully it's going to work out alright. The silver I'm using is actually this one here. I picked this one up cheap down Trago Mills, so I haven't used this one yet, so hopefully it's going to work out alright. We'll soon find out. Okay folks, as you can see, I've done the top. All this, I'm going to have to mask all this up now with the old Tamiya tape, and I'm going to spray the bottom half, as I told you, with the well, silver wheel paint. We'll start masking this up a minute. I shan't show you all of this because it can get a bit boring, so I'm going to just use small strips, and you want to get it. Now this piece has got to go dead on line because it's got to go straight along this bonnet, so if I can get me bloody fingers in there, bloody fingers again. Oh come on, oh bugger. See, this is the trouble when you're trying to do this on camera. I'm going to have to do that off camera, that bit, I think, because it's so bloody awkward. I'm pretty sure the line on this bit, if I do that part first, I'm doing it the wrong side for a start, aren't I? It's supposed to go along this way. Right, we want to get it over that because I want that actual piece to stay beige on the actual line. So you just stick one piece on there like that, and then that will follow eventually along the bonnet. So you get it nice and tight on the line like that, because I want this underneath there, I want that to show as beige. I'll put another piece on the bonnet just to give you an idea. It's pretty much common sense, this, folks. If you can't do this, then you shouldn't be even attempting to do any restoration. I mean, this is just a basic thing there. Just be very careful when you do it. Just do it nice and take your time, sort of thing. And that's all you got to do is just cover all them bits up what you don't want painted, and then carry on around here, down to there. So eventually all that will be covered, and then we can whoosh it along with the old silver. Right, so once you've done that, you should have something like that. And when you're going to spray it, or before, just check that all your lines are exactly, nicely sort of sealed up, if you know what I mean. Because while you've been going around it, a bit might have moved or something like that, somewhere around there. Just make sure, just check around, and just make sure all your edge lines are nice and tight, so that they haven't moved to show anything that you don't want sprayed. So now that is ready now to have a nice coat of silver. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to do it outside because it's not bad outside, it's quite nice. And then I shall bring it back. It saves me setting all the camera up again for the actual the spraying part. I mean, you've seen me do the spraying part 100 times at least. So I'm going to just do that a minute and bring it back. Okay, as you can see, I've done the old two-tone. It doesn't look too bad actually. The old lines just come out pretty straight, on the masking. So I'm happy how that's come out. I've got no bleed anywhere. Nice straight lines, as you can see. Pretty good. Not too bad at all. I was quite happy with how that come out. Usually, I always get problems doing two-tone. It's always cocking up somehow. But this one seems to come out alright. So it might not look perfect at the moment because I haven't got the grill and all the chrome on yet, but once all the bits has been put on, it should improve slightly. So anyway, let's get on and put this thing back together. Pretty easy with this one. I need some what do you call it, silicone to put the screen in. So for that I've got, if I pick the right one up, this one here, Aqua Sealant, Everbuild. It's for bathrooms really, but you know, I use it for putting screens in. I haven't had this off for bloody ages. I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be alright. If I get the old hard bit out, it should be alright. I'll have to probably dig it out. Yeah, it's pretty hard in there. I'm going to have to get a screwdriver in here, I think. So I'll get the old digger going. Once I get this piece out, we should have some sealant. Right, I think if I squeeze a bit of this out, man, I think I've got it now. Is anything going to come out? That's the thing. Yeah, there's a bit coming out there, as you can see. So all we need is a little bit of this, and all we do is put a little bit on the top, bit on there, and another blob. This is ideal for sticking screens in. I mean, because the thing is, if you do need any time to ever take this apart again and to replace a screen, there, it'll just pop out, you know. And I'll put me little screw cover thing on there just to seal it again, and that'll do. That's all I do with that. Right, done that bit. So now we've got our little bit of silicone on the screen. We can drop that in there. It should drop in pretty easy, this one. Perhaps if I put it the proper way round, it'll go in better. And then you just push down like that. Just gently. You don't want the gungy stuff to go over there. And you can see it all. So you can see it all sort of rounded out underneath, let's say. And there's our screen back in the car. And there you go. Now that'll load with no problem. Instant sort of fix there. Right, the next bit, I have found a little rivet ideal for this job. Now this piece here, as you remember, I did have to drill a rivet out. Well, I found a little rivet out of my box, and I've got these little spline rivets, but the trouble is the O's just slightly too big for it to for the spline to work. So I'm going to glue that one in. So all you do is put it around, put it in through there like that. Pretty straightforward this is. And we put our bumper just slots on. That's it, that done. We want a bit of glue in there, so what I'll do, I'll stick the glue in there first before we push that in there, and then we can just slide that piece in. So I should just put a little bit of the old super glue, super stuff. And the O. Stick a bit on the face of it as well. That's all we need. And then we'll push that one through like that. and then we'll put our rivet in and just hold that together like that, just so it takes a little bit of set. Hold that for a while. That should be enough just to hold that for now. And then we've got our front grille fitted. Now the back one, as I said, these here you got to fiddle and fart about with the back ones. Well, I did find it on this one, because it didn't really fit as easy as the front one. I had to make the hole slightly bigger down this end, and I had to file the inside of this and bend this slightly outwards on that side there. But it does now fit, as you can see. It slots on nice and easy. And another problem I didn't say about, I was drilling this hole out with my drill. The easy was fine. I got one right down nice and deep today. This one, the bloody end of the drill snapped off inside here. So I've only got like a little tiny bit drilled down with that. So what I'm going to do is put the glue on there, just to hold this base plate on, because it only holds on from there anyway. And I've got a little tiny rivet just to cover the hole up. So I'm going to put a bit of glue just on here, so that I'll hold that base plate. I don't have to worry about the other end. There, put a bit in the hole as well for the rivet. So now I'll load the base plate on now. I might as well put some glue in these back ones as well, while I've got it apart, so as I don't mark the base plate by accident with glue. And then all you do with this piece, it just lifts, or just drops on like that. Now that piece of glue now will be holding that. And I've got a very tiny rivet there, look. It's a little tiny one. It's just to cover the bloody hole up, really. And we'll push that one in over there. I hope I've cut them short enough. Don't look like I have, actually, folks. I think I might have to file that one down a bit more. Oh, I can't get it out now. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it down slightly a bit smaller. So we'll leave that one for now. The other two, they can go in. They're cut down plenty enough. Just push them in like that. But like I said, we have got that bit of glue to hold that bit. So we'll push them down just for a few seconds. That's them done. I'll wipe all my dirty old fingerprints off of that before I sort of let it go. And all I've got to do is cut the other rivet down now, folks. I've got to paint the lights on the back, and that's about it, really. And we'll see what this looks like on the old turntable. That's about it for this video. There's not much else I can do with it. Just to show you folks, I've got that rivet in there now, look. So we're all set. Okay guys, if you remember, this is how this thing used to look. Pretty rough looking. Thanks again to Jeff Ford for sending this one in. I hope you're happy with the way I've treated it and what I've done with it. Didn't need a lot doing to it, really. Just needed a respray, really. Obviously it needed the new bumpers on the front and the back, but apart from that, it wasn't too bad at all. It was quite an easy restoration. And well, this is like he was, and well, look at it now. What a difference. It looks, well, you know, like you'd want to go out somewhere in that, doesn't it now? Looks real sort of royalty, I'd say. Anyway, all I can say is I thought it was going to be a toughie, because I don't like doing the old two-tone, as you know. But I had a bit of luck with this one, and he seemed to come out alright, and I was, you know, happy about that.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, you lot. Sorry it was a short one again, but you know, sometimes, like I say, some's shorter than others. There's not a lot I can do about that. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, like I say, you know, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and I'll be back again very soon, hopefully, with another one. Hopefully it might be a bit longer for you lot, because I know you like a longer video. But until then, it's bye bye from me. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now. See ya.